Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're featuring technically what is the first battle submission to my channel, and it is from fellow content creator Ripley. Be sure to check out his channel. There will be a link in the description and in the title of this video, so please be sure to go and check him out. This is his run to veteran rank, and I believe he told me that it was the first time he has ever reached veteran rank, so definitely very difficult to do that in today's age of this game, because a lot of people in this elo range are actually very skilled at the game, so it's very tricky to reach this rank. And what the team is, it is a ABV double steal team. We have Giratina Altered on the lead, Melmetal in the save switch with Legacy Double Iron Bash, and Shadow Alolan Sandslash for the closer. And I realize the Fantasy Cup is over, but I did not want to let this submission go to waste, so here we have it. I am featuring it right now. Please be sure to check out Ripley in the description and also subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications for when I upload a new video. But without further ado, we're going to jump straight into these battles, and we'll have some more Master League content and maybe some Catch Cup content coming in the next few days, so stick around for that. Thank you very much and take care everyone. Leading into the first battle here, we have a mirror lead. Giratina Altered versus Giratina Altered. Gonna go straight for the Dragon Claw here, and the opponent makes a nice catch, catching the Dragon Claw onto Excadrill. This is actually pretty good for us, as we are pretty weak to Excadrill, obviously, with Melmetal and Ace-Slash in the bag. So we're going to stay in this matchup, go for the Shadow Sneak, that's going to connect onto the opponent, and now they will reach a draw on here. Giratina Altered, very tanky, so we're able to tank the first draw on, no problem, and we go for a Dragon Claw, but we lose CMP to Excadrill, forcing us to shield this move up, and now we can go for the Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw will be taking care of the Excadrill. The opponent lets it go down, just looking to gain a shield from us, but that might be worse for them, honestly, because we were so weak to that Excadrill. They're going to come back in with the Giratina Altered, and yeah, you just let your own Giratina go down and send in A-Slash. Shadow A-Slash farming up the opponent is going to make it to a Shadow Sneak, but that does not do that much damage to us at all. And then they send in Registeel. We go for 7 Mud Shots and try to make a Focus Blast catch onto Melmetal, but the opponent holds on, over farming here, and we can still tank a Focus Blast, so that's absolutely fine by us. We can go for this Superpower, and Superpower will be doing some nice damage to the Reggie. Superpower lands for nice damage, and now we can make it to another Superpower. This will not be lethal, as we did debuff ourselves with that first Superpower. Puts them into the red health, and they are going to have to throw a move here, but they do not throw. And yeah, they recognize that game is over with our A-Slash hard countering their Giratina. Leading into the next battle, we have another mirror lead as Giratina faces off against Giratina. The opponent is going to go for the Dragon Claw for a bit of chip and then bring in Florges. We have a good response though with our Melmetal running Double Iron Bash, so although Double Iron Bash is not the best move here, it is super effective and super spammy. We're already at nearly 3 Double Iron Bashes here. Going to go for the first one. That does about 40% of the Florges health. Going for the second Double Iron Bash here. Double Iron Bash will be no shielded, and making it to the third Double Iron Bash. The Florges now on red health, so we can just take this Moonblast and look to fully Thundershock, farm down the Florges, and the opponent is now going to wait out their switch clock, and then they will come in with Tapu Fini. We're going to make it to the neutral Double Iron Bash, and this will connect for some nice chip damage. We are already at another Double Iron Bash here, so spammy, and when this adds up, we will bring them into the yellow health combined with our Thundershock fast moves. We're going to bring back in the Giratina Altered form here, go for the Shadow Sneak, and that connects with some nice neutral. We go for a Dragon Claw here, probably should have just committed to the Shadow Sneak, honestly, but yeah, that will bring them into very nice farm down range for our Shadow A-Slash in the back. And the opponent baits with a Surf there, that's not going to cut it. I don't know why they baited there, but in the back they have their own Giratina Altered form, and they are not going to appreciate these Ice Punches. The first one is going to be shielded, and yeah, we can just shield up all of their moves, and these Shadow Claws are chunking them, so yeah, the opponent just concedes the match there, understandably. There's nothing they can do. Moving into the next battle here, we lead Giratina Origin, or for God's sake, Giratina Altered into Sylveon. We're going to save switch into Melmetal, and we bait out another Giratina Altered form. Going for the Double Iron Bash here, we actually get a bit of lag there, so we're not able to fully charge that move up, which is very unfortunate, as that will do less damage than normal. The opponent going to go for an Ancient Power here. This is actually a pretty nice matchup for Melmetal when you think about it, because Giratina Altered is not attack weighted whatsoever really, and yeah, while they are tanky, they cannot do that much pressure to us either, so we can just spam out Double Iron Bashes here, and this is actually looking pretty good for us now. Their Giratina is in the yellow health. They will fire off the Ancient Power, but that is resisted, and they must be obviously running Dragon Claw Ancient Power instead of Shadow Sneak, so going for the H and power. We're going to go for the double iron bash, and that puts them into the red health. And yeah, trying to make it to another double iron bash, but the opponent is forced to throw their energy, and that will take us out. Now we can come back in with our own Giratina. We go for the farm down, but they will make it to a last second Dragon Claw here. That does chunk us for a little bit of damage, and now we aggressively bring in the A-Slash, and they come in with an Escav, and yeah, we just surrender there. There's nothing we could really do. Counters would absolutely tear us to shreds. But moving into the next battle here, we lead Giratina Origin into our Giratina Alter this time. The opponent is going to make a nice catch once again, catching our Dragon Claw onto Granbull. And this is a Charm Granbull, so not as spammy as Snarl Granbull, but we can make it to a double iron bash, and this will hurt the Granbull. The opponent lets it go through, and we outpace to the next double iron bash, super spammy. And the opponent will commit the shield, wanting to get off the charge move. Granbull will reach a move here. We're going to shield and respect the close combat here, and the opponent does full send the close combat. Now we can look for a full Thundershock farm down, and we're able to get it. That's very, very nice. They're going to send back in the Giratina Origin here, and we are at double iron bash number 1. Double iron bash will grab the shield from the opponent, and double iron, that looked like a CMP tie. Double iron bash number 2 will connect onto the opponent. Surprisingly, Melmetal winning CMP over Giratina Origin. I did not expect that. The opponent baits with an ominous win. That's not going to cut it, man. We make it to another double iron bash here, and that will do some very nice damage. Now we can bring in the A-Slash and look to Shadow Claw, farm them down. We're going to let this move go through. They full send the Shadow Ball, and in the back they have Sylveon. These charms are resisted, so this is actually pretty nice for us. We can just go for the draw run, spam first draw run. We'll take a nice chunk from the Sylveon, and the second draw run will put them into farm down range here. Second draw run connects onto the Sylveon. We see a search into Giratina looking to farm down this Sylveon. They will make a charge move, and we're going to have to expend our shield. It's just a side shock, and then they send back in the Giratina looking to catch our Dragon Claw. They're able to catch, and that takes them out. But yeah, the recording was cut short there, but there was obviously nothing the opponent could do. But moving into the next game, we lead into a Tapu Fini with our Giratina, so we're going to bring in the Melmetal. And they are not switching out here, which obviously might seem like they could be weak in the back. We're going to fire off the first double iron bash. The opponent will reach a Surf here, and Surf is going to land for some nice neutral damage for the opponent against us. We're going to farm up to the back-to-back double iron bashes here, farming just over before they would reach the next Surf. Going for the double iron bash here, that's going to do some nice damage, and now we throw the next double iron bash. That looked like a CMP tie. We win CMP over the Tapu Fini, and it was a CMP tie, so very, very nice. We're going to commit the shield now, looking to farm down the Tapu Fini, and we get the farm down, very nice. The opponent is going to come in with a Solgaleo. I love this Pokemon. It's probably one of my favorite legendaries. Solgaleo not going to appreciate the superpower. The opponent will shield it up and then commit to the Fire Spin farm down. We have a nice response for the Solgaleo though in the form of our Giratina. Giratina able to tank the first Psychic Fangs, no problem, and now they're going to bring in a Florges, and we just hard counter the opponent. RPS for the win, baby. Send in that A-Slash and give me that dub. But moving into the next battle here, we lead Giratina Origin into our Altered once again. Going to go straight for the Shadow Sneak in this matchup. Shadow Sneak is going to connect onto the Giratina Origin, and now we switch out and we're able to catch the Shadow Ball onto our Melmetal. Very, very nice catch. Farming up here with the Melmetal, just going for a double iron bash just before they reach the next Shadow Ball here. This will not KO, I assume, but the opponent is going to let that go through nonetheless. They're going to bank some energy and then send in Tapu Fini. Melmetal going for the first double iron bash here. Melmetal can, as we've seen already, bring Tapu Fini quite low, as the Thunder Shocks will add up with the double iron bashes. So spammy, as I said earlier. So we're trying to make it to the next double iron bash, but we cannot get there, unfortunately. And now we bring in Giratina basically just to soak all of this energy. The opponent goes for a Surf Bait. That is not very effective, and now we can over farm slightly in this matchup and go for the Shadow Sneak here. Shadow Sneak gonna be shielded up by the opponent. That is very nice for us, taking away their shield advantage. Well, the even shield scenario, and giving us the shield advantage. We are now going to correctly shield the Moonblast, and the opponent is going to send in Giratina to try and snipe with the Shadow Ball. That's going to get our second shield, and we're able to farm down. The opponent is going to come in here with... What are they going to come in here with? They come in with a Genesect, and we have a lot of energy on Giratina Altered here. Going for the first Shadow Sneak here. This will be shielded by the opponent, and now we're going to overfarm by one Shadow Claw, and then go for another Shadow Sneak here. Shadow Sneak connects with some nice chip damage. I like the idea of staying in here with Giratina, forcing them to throw their energy. Magnet Bomb is going to get the KO onto our Giratina, and now we bring in Shadow A/Slash. Shadow A/Slash farming up. The opponent will reach a Magnet Bomb, and Magnet Bomb is going to do some decent damage onto us. They go for the catch. They needed the catch to win that game, and they are unable to catch. They just surrender there. So well played to you, sir. Into the next battle here, we have another mirror lead the altered Giratina into the opponent's altered Giratina. We're going to go straight for the Dragon Claw this time, able to land it, and we win CMP over their Giratina. Very nice for us. We can tank this first Dragon Claw, will not do much damage. We're going to go for the next Dragon Claw on the CMP tie once again. Very, very nice. We are going to undercharge it slightly as the opponent will most likely choose to shield this. We can let our Giratina take this damage as we will be able to make it to one final Dragon Claw hopefully, but no, unfortunately we just fall short by one Shadow Claw there. Now we send in Melmetal. The opponent is going to pivot into Tapu Fini. This is not a good response to Melmetal by any means, as we are resisting the Moonblast, and the Surf is not going to be enough damage to take us out. They're going to need 3 Surfs, or 2 with the Water Guns I would say. But anyways, going for the next Double Iron Bash here onto the Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini will let this go through, and we are already at the next Double Iron Bash. This will put them into the red health here. Double Iron Bash going through onto the Tapu Fini. I like the undercharge there, looking for a bit of extra farm on the A slash. Leaving it all up to A slash now with the double shield. Get the Shadow Claw farm down, very nice. And then they have a Togekiss. We're going to go for the Ice Punch after 7 Shadow Claws here. Very nice charge move timing by Ripley. Landing the first Ice Punch, the opponent is going to send in Giratina, and we can actually let this move go through because Dragon Claw is resisted and Shadow Sneak is not going to do anything, and H-Power is also resisted, so very nice. Over farming slightly, going for the Ice Punch. Ice Punch will be shielded by the opponent. The opponent reaches another move here. We're going to let this go through once again. Shadow Sneak nearly takes us out. We farm down, and now we have an Ice Punch loaded on our Shadow A slash. Ice Punch going to be vanquishing the Togekiss as we get 2 shield flex. Very nice and good game. Into the next battle here. A bit of a lag here, but we lead our altered Giratina into a Tapu Fini. Oh, it's a quick start there actually, and now they're going to save switch into our Melmetal, and they respond with an Escavalier. Escavalier will reach a Duron. We're going to respect the first Duron with a shield as we can go for the Superpower here. Superpower will land for some nice neutral damage. First Superpower coming through, that connects onto the Escav, going straight away. Superpower number 2 here. Superpower will be shielded by the opponent. Typically you don't want to shield the you want to shield the first Superpower, not the second, as the first one would do more damage. But anyway, going to go for the Double Iron Bash here. That will be no shielded, and now we can clear our notifications quickly before going back to the battle. The opponent goes for an Acid Spray, looking to debuff us as we are already very tanky, and we get the farm down. They're going to send back in their Giratina, and we're going to go for the Shadow Sneak here. Very nice. Going for the Shadow Sneak, that lands onto the opponent's Giratina, and now we can go for another Shadow Sneak here. Shadow Sneak will connect onto the opponent's Giratina. We're going to farm up, and they will reach a charge move here. This will do some a lot more damage than before because we did get debuffed by the Acid Spray, but we're going to be able to make it to a Dragon Claw here. Dragon Claw will be undercharged. The opponent will commit the shield. Now we're going to send in A-Slash with the shield advantage. Tapu Fini is going to come back in. They are going to go for the Surf. That's not going to cut it, obviously. Now we can overfarm with the A-Slash. Go for the Duron here. Duron charging it up. The Tapu Fini takes a lot of damage from that Duron, and a second Duron will be enough to KO here. So you can shield this move up, look to overfarm in this matchup, and then come out with energy to threaten Giratina in the back. Farming up with the A-Slash, going for the Ice Punch. It is the cheaper move, and they are in Ice Punch range here. Very nice by Ripley. And now have the back-to-back Ice Punches loaded for that Giratina in the back. Begone! Get out of my face. Absolutely deleted. But leading into this next match here, we have a Shadow Magnezone. Insane Spice by the opponent. They're going to save switch into the Tapu Fini, and we have the Melmetal ready to counter them. Bringing in the Melmetal, going for the Double Iron Bash. That's going to connect. Going for the second Double Iron Bash here. Double Iron Bash will put them into the yellow health. The opponent lets it go through, and we can overfarm massively here. The opponent is going to reach a move. They go for the Surf. That's not going to take us out, obviously. And now we can shield up the next Surf here and look to overfarm before taking out this Tapu Fini. We're going to farm up a ton of energy with the Melmetal. Back-to-back Double Iron Bashes loaded. Could have overfarmed a bit more there, but going for the Double Iron Bash, nonetheless taking them out, and we take switch advantage here from the opponent. The opponent is going to come back in with Magnezone, and we're going to go straight for the Superpower here. Superpower will grab the shield from the opponent, now in even shield scenario, and we have switch advantage, so you can just bring in your Giratina here. Very nice. The opponent is going to bring in a Galarian Weezing into our Giratina. We're going to go for the Shadow Sneak. That is not going to do that much damage here. Going to go for the catch onto our A-Slash, but the opponent overfarms, holding on to their energy. We're going to go for the Ice Punch into this G-Weezing. G-Weezing will commit the final shield here, and we are going to shield up the next charge move here. The opponent full sends the overheat, just looking for some Shadow Claw damage here as they do outpace to the next overheat. And now this will one-shot our A-Slash, but they are now quad debuffed in their attack, so we can look to massively overfarm with our Giratina. The opponent will reach into the charge move here. It is the play rough, but that does not do a lot of damage at all. The opponent now going to combo play with the Magna Zone, bringing it in, going for the wild charge. That still does not KO, it is resisted. And we have the back-to-back Shadow Sneaks loaded. Magna Zone, very glassy, landing for big damage with the Shadow Sneak, and now going for the cheaper Dragon Claw here to get the knockout of the Magna Zone. Magna Zone falls to our Giratina's Dragon Claw. We outpace to the Shadow Sneak, and Shadow Sneak will be enough damage to take out this Glare and Wheezing, and we win that game. So well played to you, sir. Into the next battle here, we lead Tapu Fini into our Giratina. We're going to immediately safe switch into the Melmetal, and the opponent will respond with their own Giratina. We're going to go straight for the double iron bash here, overfarming slightly. Double iron bash actually grabs a shield from the opponent, very surprising there, and we go for the next double iron bash here. They're going to let that go through, and yeah, the opponent shielded a double iron bash. What can I say? Interesting choice by the opponent, but that's fine. We can overfarm here, go for another double iron bash here. Double iron bash, super spammy, going to be stacking up in no time before they even realise it. They can keep no shielding these, but these are going to add up dramatically because we get to them so quickly. We're now going to bring back in our own Giratina and catch the move here. The opponent throws a Shadow Sneak, that's going to connect, and we're going to look for some big farm on our Giratina. We're going to let the next one go through. We are able to tank this no problem, and now the opponent is going to bring back in the Tapu Fini. We're going to go for the Shadow Sneak here. Shadow Sneak is neutral damage, but it does not do that much damage, obviously. The Shadow Claws will add up in turn, though. The opponent needs a Moonblast here to KO, and the opponent goes for a Surf. That's not going to cut it. We make it to another Shadow Sneak in time. Very, very nice. Going for the Shadow Sneak here. Shadow Sneak going to put this Tapu Fini into the yellow health. And are we able to make it to another Shadow Sneak? Yes, we are. Very, very nice. I really like that. That is very, very good. Taking care of the Tapu Fini. The opponent lets it go. And now they come in with Giratina. We're going to come in with the A-Slash. Look for the farm down here. The opponent will have to throw their energy, but we can tank any one move. They go for a Shadow Sneak, that's not going to cut it, and in the back it's Registeel, and the opponent concedes the match. So well played to you, sir. This was the last battle of the video, so please guys, if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Turn on notifications for when I upload a new video as we head into the next season of Go Battle League, Pokemon Go in general, but that's what this channel is focused around, Go Battle League content, so please stick around for some upcoming content in the next few days as we move across from the old season to the new season. And also, as I mentioned at the start of this video, be sure to check out Ripley. His links will be in the title and description. He's a very good battler and an up-and-coming content creator like myself, and you will not be disappointed if you go over, check out his channel, where you can find battles similar to the ones featured in this video. Thank you very much as always for watching, and I'll see you all later. Cheers.